What if I told you? One of WWII's greatest victories never actually happened. No bullets, no blood, just shadows, illusion, and the most brilliant deception in military history. This was Operation Fortitude, a mission so secret most people have never heard of it. A fake army, led by a fake general, preparing for a fake invasion, yet it changed the course of history. While Hitler watched the wrong beach, the real invasion unfolded miles away. This isn't fiction, it's a fact they never taught you in school. This is the story of how lies won the war. By 1944, Nazi Germany held most of Europe. The Allies had one shot to cross the English Channel and break in. But the Atlantic Wall, mines, bunkers, guns, stood in their way. One wrong move and thousands would die. The plan was to land in Normandy, but the Germans expected a strike at Pas de Calais. So the Allies asked, what if we made Hitler believe that's where we were going? What if we built an entire phantom army, tanks, troops, generals, aimed at the wrong place? It wasn't just misdirection, it was survival. They called it the 1st U.S. Army Group. On paper, it was massive. In reality, it was rubber tanks, wooden planes, and empty tents. Inflatable vehicles looked real from above. Fake units were photographed to fool German reconnaissance. But visuals weren't enough. Radio operators sent thousands of scripted messages mimicking real troop chatter. German intelligence intercepted it all and believed every word. To Hitler, this phantom force in southeast England looked poised to strike Calais. Normandy? Just a distraction, exactly what the Allies wanted. To sell the lie, the Allies needed a star, a general the Germans feared. Enter George S. Patton. Temporarily sidelined after controversy, Patton was reassigned to command an army that didn't exist. He made appearances, gave speeches to fake troops, and was spotted by German spies. His reputation made it all convincing. To Hitler, Patton wouldn't be sidelined. He'd lead the real invasion. The Germans kept their eyes on him and missed everything else. Fortitude was the big lie. Quicksilver made it look real. Fake camps were built with dummy vehicles, smoke from chimneys, and tire tracks in the dirt. Giant speakers blasted recorded sounds, tanks rumbling, soldiers marching. Trucks drove in loops to simulate traffic. Soldiers wore insignias from units that didn't exist. Even double agents fed fake intel directly to the Nazis. Everything was crafted for one goal: fool German planes, cameras, and mines. And it worked. They believed it all. June 6, 1944. 160,000 Allied troops stormed Normandy, the largest amphibious invasion in history. But Hitler held back his strongest forces. He believed the real attack was still coming at Calais, with Patton. For days, key panzer divisions sat idle, reinforcements delayed. The Allies pushed inland. The Atlantic Wall crumbled. France began to fall. The lie had bought the time they needed. Even weeks after D-Day, Hitler clung to the lie. He still believed Calais would be attacked. He left his forces guarding the wrong beach. The deception wasn't just tactical, it broke his confidence. He couldn't admit he'd been fooled. Some German generals believed Patton was still coming, even when Allied tanks rolled through France. Operation Fortitude didn't just win time, it broke the enemy's mind. The Ghost Army wasn't made of soldiers, it was made of artists. Painters, set designers, sound engineers, recruited from art schools and Broadway. They built inflatable tanks, painted fake shadows, and recorded soundscapes of war. They staged entire battles that never existed. From above, it looked real. From the ground, it sounded real. German scouts reported movement where there was none. These artists saved lives, but their work remained classified for decades. No medals, no credit, just silence until now. Operation Fortitude proved that belief can be deadlier than bombs. It changed warfare. After World War II, nations began investing in psychological operations, disinformation, and propaganda. Fortitude was the blueprint. Today, battles are fought online, with fake news, bots, and manipulated perception. The weapons changed, The deception didn't. If you can control what the enemy believes, you can win without firing a shot. Operation Fortitude was a war without violence. No tanks, no blood, just imagination. And yet, it changed history. Normandy succeeded because Hitler looked away. An entire invasion was shielded by an illusion. They never told you this in school. But now, you know, the greatest victories aren't always seen. Sometimes, the battle that never happened wins the war.